installing the Ace JT Expedition bumper. So the first thing you got to do is get some of these clips off of the plastic on the front here. So I'm not sure if you can see these clips, but there's a bunch of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them at least on this trim piece here. So we'll go ahead and get those off, and then we'll come back. So next thing we're going to do is get this skid plate out of the way. You might not have to take it off, but I think for the Ace bumper, I'm not sure it's going to work with it. We may have to do some modifying. So it looks like they're 16 millimeters, and kind of have a view over there. Go ahead and shoot a shot from over here too. And so these bolts here look like they're 14 millimeter. And so you can kind of see the ones on the side that were 16 are out, and then this is holding it here. I'm not sure if that one's going to hold it or if that's on that same bracket that's already loose. So we'll get that out, and then we'll get that skid plate out of the way. Okay, so we got the factory skid out. There was the 2 16s on each end, and then this ended up being a 1/2 inch, 14 fit, but it was tight, 1/2 inch on each side. So there's 3 bolts total, and then the skid plate's out. So kind of see that exposes that disconnect motor. So we're gonna figure out how to either get this back on or something else fabbed up for it. So next we're gonna get this bumper off. Got the skid plate out of the way. There is a connection here. I think this is the only connection. We'll double check. But we want to get that pulled out. So I'm gonna use the little trim tool here and pull it away and then separate it, so then we can undo the bolts underneath. I don't know if you can see them or not. See a bolt there. There's bolts there underneath to get the bumper out, and we can get that separated. Okay, so these guys, these 16s are out now, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but there's 4 18s on each side that we need to remove next. So kind of behind this wire, hopefully you can see that. There's 18s back there. We're gonna get those removed, and then we'll get that bumper off. This top one on the inside of the passenger side is 18, and it just barely fit with a normal depth. So you might need a deep socket actually. Probably recommend it. You see how the head of the socket's not all the way in there. And there we are, stock bumper removed. We're gonna take this apart to get the lights out now. So there you have it. We'll start to work on the lights and everything next. Okay, so these covers are off on both sides, and now we have these bolts here. They look like they're 13s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. We're also taking the fog lights out. So we got this disconnected. We're trying to get to the harness underneath so we can reuse it. We got all these bolts out. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. And then there's some electrical connections here. And so what we're after is the harness to reuse. So we're gonna separate that metal from the harness here. This is the harness that goes to the lights. That goes back to the Jeep. So we'll have to separate that as well. There's one over here. So we're gonna get that off. And I think we can pull this metal. See if you can pull that metal out of there, Jack. It'll pull out or not. Alright. It looks like it'll come out. Nice, okay. So now you see that metal part is removed. So go ahead and set that aside, and we'll come back and see if we can get to the harness now. Looks like the harness is under all that other plastic. Okay, so all of these little tiny screws, 7 millimeters, are out. Let's go ahead and try to pull that apart, Jackson. See if we can pull it apart. The outer part from the inner part there. There's sort of a, there you go. Might have to just sort of, there you go. Just set that down, and then we can fish the wires through. Okay, so those come apart. There's a plastic outer shell, there's an inner shell, and then there's that metal shell over there. So this is a giant pain in the butt. And frankly, if I'd known this, I would have just ordered the harness and wished it well. I'll check on that to see if you can order the harness, but that might be a good idea. So here's the harness we were trying to get at. We were able to pull that out, and now we're all done. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe below. Thanks.